The Bible does not give us a clear definition of what exactly godly dating is, but it does, like everything else in life, give us a few principles, and I believe if we stick to those principles, our success rate with regards to relationships might be higher. Now, I represent all the women out there, and I think I speak for every girl when I say that we as women, we want to be pursued by men, we want to be hunted. And spiritual manipulation is when a guy comes to you and says he's asking you out because the Lord said so. Now, if a guy would say that to me, I would run really far because, first of all, I would be really terrified to say no to this guy because the Lord apparently said so. And second of all, I would actually really prefer it if the guy would make his own decisions and with the Lord's blessings on it, of course. So the first principle that I have learned through the years is to never over-spiritualize your relationship and to keep it as natural as possible. Now, us girls, we have a tendency to become emotionally dependent on a guy very quickly, and I think the guys will agree with me if I say that this really scares them, terrifies them, and freaks them out because they know in their hearts of hearts that they will never be able to fulfill a girl. And Jesus said in His Word that we must seek His kingdom and His righteousness first of all, and everything else will be added to it. Now, I've been married for 3 years to a wonderful husband, and we also have a 6-month-old baby girl. I love them with all my heart, but I can honestly say that not one of them can come close to Jesus. So the second really important principle for me that I've learned is to always keep God your first priority, and to keep God your first love. Now, God is love. He's a God of love. He is everything about love, and He wants us to be in love and to fall in love. And as Solomon says in Songs of Songs, strengthen me with apples and with raisins because I am faint with love. So when you're a Christian, there's nothing wrong to be in love. It's what you do with all those emotions and hormones and feelings that can potentially lead to some problems. Because as we all know, there is also a physical side to relationships that's really very important, because it's really crucial that you are actually attracted to the guy or the girl that you're going out with. But we all have questions. We want to know how far is too far. Is it wrong to kiss a girl or a guy when you're going out? Are we even allowed to hold hands? Now, we have to figure out all of that for ourselves. But something that really helped me along my path, as a spiritual mentor told me, is that the moment the juices start to flow, that's when you've gone a bit too far. And boundaries are there for a reason. If you do decide to make your relationship physical, you're making it really hard for yourself to keep it godly. The third principle, I would say, is to keep the physical stuff to the minimum. Now, girls, when a guy is asking you out, it does not mean that he's also going to ask you to marry him. So the important thing to remember is while dating, pursue friendship. That's the most important thing. It gives you a platform where you can actually get to know each other in a non-threatening, safe environment where you are allowed to make mistakes. And I can testify out of my own marriage, something that makes it easier is when you marry your best friend. So the fourth principle is pursue friendship above all. So in conclusion, the devil really uses our relationships to come and kill and destroy and break our hearts, but Jesus uses it for His glory and to come and give life in full. It does, however, remain our choice whether we would give the enemy a foothold in our relationships or if we would open our relationships up for Jesus' promises and His blessings. I'm Cornel O'Kennedy, and this is Zone Talks.